If
Okay.
you guys can just show us some mercy on Sunday, goal difference could be a factor.
We're going to talk about the Champions League disappointment, but let me just get the predictions for the Premier League game this weekend. Liverpool, Tottenham at Anfield. Normally, with Tottenham's form, this should be an easy win for Liverpool. No disrespect, but Liverpool isn't guaranteed to win any game right now, so anything can still happen. Reg, I'm going to start with you. You're the only sports fan here. So what do you see happening this weekend?
3-0 Liverpool.
you are not scoring any goal at Anfield. No goal. Oh, wow.
It's always difficult to go there, but it will be 3-0. We won't. One thing I'm certain of, we won't win. We won't win. It doesn't look like Romero is going to play. And if Romero doesn't play, that means no Romero, no Van de Ven. That means no chance. That means no chance. You can't.
Okay.
You need at least one of them. If you don't have either of them, that will mean Danso and Dragusin starting at centre half. There's no chance. 3-0.
Are they both injured?
Concussion protocol. Don't know if you watched
this. Yes. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, and even Paulinho missing it is a problem because he's one of the only ones who's prepared to fight. So I really don't see it. And that's even if we have a manager on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, so 3-0 to Liverpool. Okay. Boris.
Yeah, 2 or 3. But yeah, with the way these boys have been playing, if that virus strikes in their heads again, it won't surprise me if it ends up in a draw. But I'll still go for 2 or 3.
Okay.
Apologies.
Franco, I don't know, your camera is off. Okay.
Hi, I'm back. I'm having Bluetooth issues. This Liverpool team is so inconsistent and playing against a Spurs team that's suffering in many ways at the moment. But there's still no guarantees here. And I'd love to say that it's an easy win for Liverpool, but I just can't see it happening at the moment. Even with everyone playing, even with everyone fit, I think it's going to be closer than that. I do think Liverpool might win, and you would hope that they would win at home. But it's so inconsistent. There's so many players in key positions playing badly. Anything is possible. I mean, you could look at Galatasaray and say, yes, Liverpool could have scored last night, but Galatasaray could have also scored a couple more. So, yeah, it's not great for Liverpool at the moment. I do predict a win, but I think it's going to be tight.
Okay. Any scores?
Anyone who wants to, I don't mind.
Okay, Neo.
Right. So when you expect this team, Liverpool team, to be good, they're bad. When you expect them to be bad, they're good. I don't really know what to expect. I think it's the same as what I said about West Ham. We always beat Spurs, like we do with West Ham. West Ham actually had a decent game, but we still managed to beat them. So I think we'll probably find a way to beat them. There's no way we're keeping a clean sheet. They're going to score because we can't keep a clean sheet. Alisson is probably going to pass the ball to the striker to put in an open goal. Or Konate is going to decide like he's going to play like Bambi on ice. I mean, what happened to his feet yesterday? The man couldn't control his limbs. He just couldn't. I don't know what happened to him. I'm still struggling. It's like, you know what? Jimmy Traore hasn't had that bad a game for Liverpool. He didn't have that bad a game for Liverpool. I mean, he's had his fair share of kind of like Bambi on ice display, but it weren't that bad. I mean, Lord, he tried. He tried. I mean, if the ref didn't bail us out, that one that he gave to what's his name to
Yeah.
score to what's the name of the striker to score. I mean, he did his
Osimhen.
best. He did his best to actually give him a goal yesterday. So I don't know. So I think they'll score. It's probably gonna be 3-1. And yeah, it's a disaster of a season. So anything can happen. I think it'll be 3-1 because Spurs, it's a disaster of a season for us. It's even worse for Spurs. I mean, if we think we have problems, Lord, Spurs are kind of like, I mean,
Okay.
I saw a bit of the Spurs game yesterday, Rich. And to be honest with you, Atletico Madrid didn't have to do a lot. You just
Yeah.
gave them the goals. I mean, I'm thinking, what the hell? I mean, they won the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper threw one in, right? He just,
His career's finished. It
and
ended
then
last
the
night.
goalkeeper got substituted within 14 minutes. It's like, why did you put another player in there in the first place?
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so yeah. I mean, I think we'll
So
win just because Spurs are weak.
That Reg, that was your Karius moment.
Yes.
yeah. So now you're 3-1 Liverpool, right?
That's right.
Okay. Sanchez. What's your prediction for this weekend?
Apologies, I was slightly a bit late, right, with my IT stuff, right, but I'm good. Right. Prediction. Even when Spurs are really playing well, and we're always going to beat them because we're playing at home. I mean, one of our favorite teams. I always say this, right? Is Spurs, West Ham, and the Magpies. I would say that we'll get between 15 and 18 points, right? Guaranteed every year on those three teams. So that's unfortunate. So this is a dead rubber to me. I know we're terrible, we're bad, but this Spurs side, it's just an accident waiting to happen. If Romero probably doesn't get sent off again, Van der Vel is not there. So they've only got Romero. If they got Van der Ven, I say, all right, maybe the score will be about maybe 2-1, but I think Liverpool will beat them probably 4. They'll concede 4. If we concede, I'm not so sure, but minimum they will concede 4. This team is very poor, sadly.
Don't forget, we almost threw away 2-goal lead against 9 men.
Well, I'm telling you,
that's true.
That was somebody injected them, right? They were playing for their fan or whatsoever, right? They're trying to show, right? They know they're rubbish, but they have to play with a bit of heart. Right now, the soul and everything is gone out of this team. They're done. It's over. But the only thing, the way they're going to get their 3 points for is going to be against Forest. But that's what I'm thinking they're going to do at home, but not this weekend. It's done. So
they've got some players coming back actually because Porro played yesterday. He's been injured, right? Porro played
the last game as well.
Yeah, but it's Paul.
Solanke was there as well. Richarlison. I mean, Richarlison always score against her because it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
He's just always niggle at players. He will kick somebody and he will do something, So
I hear you. Let's call it spade a spade. It's a dead rubber. They ain't getting anywhere. We're gonna win the game.
Yeah, probably not. But I still think Spurs will stay up because the teams around you.
Agreed.
Will bail you out like they did last season.
I don't think they're gonna come back.
Leeds are coming back. Leeds are dropping.
Yeah.
Let's
be real, right? I mean, they still got about 9 games to go. I think Spurs will have enough to stay up.
They stay up because of the team, because of the other teams. That's how you stay up.
The one that's definitely down is Wolverhampton.
Burnley are down.
Burnley.
Burnley are down.
So there's only one more space left. So that is probably will be occupied, right, by Forrest, the kebab eating CEO.
But you know what? I hope so. I hope Forrest. To God, I hope Forrest go down because that man has to learn. That it's not just about him. You can't just keep sacking people and think like you get away with it.
Exactly. And that is where honestly, personally, I want Forrest to go down, but it's going to be between Forrest and Leeds. To be honest, who's going to occupy the last?
You're wrong. Right. You guys are what you guys are talking about is the reason why we're here, because everyone's like Spurs aren't going to go down, and that's unfortunately what Enoch thinks. Enoch said we're not going to go down. We'll just get this guy in and we'll get a couple of wins. We are in deep trouble. Deep, deep trouble. There's no creativity in the team. There's no goals in the team. The defense he's conceded 14 goals in 3 games. Okay, 14 goals in 3 games. They don't want to play for him. It's very clear that they're lost. If you watch his teams, if you watch Tudor's teams, if you go onto YouTube and look how he plays, the way he plays is a 3-4-3, and he wants everyone to press. Spurs aren't a fit team. And even when he did it at Juve, the reason he got sacked at Juve is because everyone pushes up and then there's a massive hole in the middle. So if you break the press, you're in. Now, if you break the press in the Premiership and you're going against 3 defenders, it's a problem. This isn't Italy. It's fast. So if you can imagine, I'm gonna ask you guys to watch for this on Sunday. When that press comes on and you've only got 2 midfielders in the middle, and he's doing this mid-season. This isn't Glasner, who started off the season playing like this. This is someone coming in 3/4 of the way through the season and saying, let's play 2 men in the middle. Yesterday, against Atletico Madrid, one of the hardest pressing teams in Europe, we started in midfield with Sarr. Sarr started in midfield with Archie Gray. Come on. Last game before that, he played Archie Gray at left back and Porro at centre half. He's playing Muani on the right, Richarlison up front, and then he's got Tell on the left. The game before that, he played Solanke at number 10. This is a guy who's walked in and doesn't understand the players that he's got, and he's asking them to do things that they're all, I mean, this is an average squad. But if you ask them to do things that they cannot do, they become worse than average. And so...
Yeah, but Reg, this is what happens when you change managers mid-season.
Yeah, but right? Frank had to... Let me tell you, the problem with Frank was, it wasn't a question of whether you keep Frank. Frank had to go. Yeah. When the crowd are singing against... I was going to games, and even as they say, when you go to Tottenham's ground, same at Liverpool, they'll say, Thomas Frank's Tottenham. At the moment his name was read, people were booing. He's not a Spurs manager. Yeah. He was not a Spurs manager. So it wasn't a question of whether he should stay or not. It's a question of who do you get in to replace him? And the problem is, and this is the problem with Spurs fans, Pochettino can't come now. Okay, so what they've done is they've said, okay, let's wait and see if we can get Pochettino in the summer. No, you can't wait. This is the Premier League. We haven't won this year. Spurs haven't won in 2026. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I agree with Sanchez. Sunday's a dead rubber. I would rest everyone against Atletico Madrid. That's a dead rubber as well. The only game, if we do not beat... Look, I already said to you guys last time, if we don't beat Palace, we're done. Yeah. Now we're playing Forest at home. Yeah. Okay, we're playing Forest at home. If you can't beat Nottingham Forest at home, who are you going to beat? We've got Leeds to come. Leeds are going to fight.
Yeah, but Forest are funny old side.
You guys went to Wolves. And it was tough. We've got to go to Wolves.
Forest are funny old side.
There isn't any fight in the team. And when I was thinking about coming on here, you guys will remember. So Nea and Sanchez, you remember this. October 22nd, 2017. The 3 of us went to Wembley. Yeah. We beat you 4-1. Yeah. Klopp decided, I can't have Lovren playing anymore. Let me go and buy that. I can't live with this. So let me go and buy a centre half. Let's go get a goalkeeper. We played that game. We beat you that day with Harry Winks playing in midfield. Yeah. Okay. We went backwards from that point. We didn't replace Dembele. Eriksen left. And we basically relied on Kane and Son. And this is 2017. Yeah. We relied on those guys. Kane left 2 years ago. Son was done last season, but we kept him. Okay, we won something. Yeah. That is 45 goals a season guaranteed that has come out of the team. And you've replaced it with Richarlison and Solanke. That says everything about Spurs. And that is why, when you guys say, oh, we're going to be all right, tell me who's going to score the goals to get us out of trouble. Moani scored 1 goal this season.
I don't know. Yeah, so Solanke, you'll be fine.
Solanke scored 3 goals. Solanke is a striker who, in his entire career at 29, has scored 40 Premier League goals.
Is he 29?
He's 29.
Now?
He's 29,
Wow.
right? He scored 40 Premier League goals in his life. So really what we're saying is we're relying on Richarlison to save us.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Look, listen, the only reason I'm saying you'll be fine, Reggie, I tell you now, right? Let's be frank now, right? First of all, the manager picking Frank, right? When I knew about Frank was coming, I thought that's it's just he just kind of you went away from your philosophy. It's not about you winning, but it's a brand of football, just like West Ham. That's what you guys do. That's what you're known for. Is the brand of football really means a lot to you more than just go hoof it and pump it in. Bringing Frank in was an absolute disaster, but they gave him a chance. You can see it didn't work out.
Especially they are the manager that played decent football, that won you European trophy, and for whatever reason, I know he had some issues, but the issue he had is now showing that it was the players. He doesn't have the players. The man was trying to buy certain players, and they won't let him buy those players. So it's not so much the manager; it was the players that he had, and now.
I disagree with you a little bit. I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
The guy don't know. I don't. The guy.
No. He started well. His first 13 games at Spurs, they were playing really good. They were pressing. They were doing everything right. They were playing decent football.
No, I tell you what. When I know this guy was a donut, right? I tell you why it's a donut, right? You got 2 players sent off, right, against Chelsea. And the idiot, right, still chasing the fucking, excuse my French, still chasing the game, right? And they got smashed. That's when I know this manager. He made a mistake in the game. That manager, that's when I knew, right? At least consolidate. Why are you chasing the game with 9 men? You want to run them right? What is he trying to prove?
Spurs, because it's a Spurs philosophy. They always want to play good football and win. You know.
What you should have done as a Spurs, I think the Zebra was there. It was there to be taken from Marcel. You should have gone all out and pick him up.
That's who Paratici wanted.
You would have made a massive difference, right? Not this dozy guy.
De Zerbi doesn't stay in one place, mate. De Zerbi is like Conte. You've had Conte, haven't you? He's going to fight with everybody, and they're going to get fed up with him and get rid of him. That's what he does.
But he's
that kind of character. He doesn't stay. You know, how many clubs has he stayed in more than 18 months? He falls out with people. He falls out with everybody.
He's a brand of football. I tell you why.
What brand of football? When you fall out with people, they'll get rid of you. You're not going to be able to stay in one place.
He wanted another
chance. His career and tell me where he stayed for more than 18 months. He falls out with people because he goes there and starts to demand this and demand that. You have to have somebody. You have to have somebody that knows. Look, this is what the club is going to do. This is their philosophy. This is the type of players that are going to buy you, either like it or not. And he's the sort of person that's been disruptive at Conte.
No,
I suppose I've had that sort of manager before.
When he was at Brighton, he wasn't properly backed. That's the reason why I got the hump, right? You saw some of his best players. He had to go.
It's at Brighton. It's at Brighton. What do you think is going to be properly backed at Brighton? You have to know what type of club Brighton is. They're never going to be splashing out money. They manage the club a certain way.
Look,
do you know what I mean? It's like going to Palace and think that Palace aren't going to sell their best players.
No. Sorry. Staunton was Houghton was actually at Brighton, right? The Brandford was so rubbish, right? They brought this guy in. He actually changed the way Brighton, how they look at him.
No disagreement with that. No disagreement. What I'm saying to you is, look, the point is, you get a manager in, you have to understand the philosophy of the club. It's either you like it or you don't. If you don't go there. If you go there, you know that they're going to sell their best players and they're going to expect you to develop players.
Yeah, but going to
if you don't want to work like that, you don't go to that club. It's as simple as that. But don't go into a club and then disrupt the place and fall out with everybody. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to sack him. If he goes to Spurs, go to any big club, same as Conte does, it's going to disrupt the place and they'll sack him.
The guy's a winner. Where he came
That's
from,
his record. What has he won? What has he won? What has he won?
What do you mean? He won the league, right? With Redgrave, isn't it? Was it before he went to Brighton? He won the league there. What are you talking about?
Where?
Then, Red Star, whatever they call, whatever their name is, right? Zedgrave, whatever. Well, he won the league.
I rest my case, man. Spurs. Reggie, tell him De Zerbi. Yeah, you heard De Zerbi, mate.
De Zerbi's a good man. Listen, De Zerbi's a good manager. De Zerbi's a good manager. But Neo, where I disagree with you is on Ange. Listen, I thank him for the Europa League. Like you said, he started well. And this is the thing that people forget, that the Ange fans, this is what they forget. So he had those first 10 games where he got 26 points. His next 28 games, he got 40 points. His next 38 games, he got 38 points. So in 67 games, the guy managed just over 1.1 points per game. That's relegation form.
True. Plus
It's relegation form. And the reason is he got worked out.
Yeah.
He got worked out. It's as simple as that. And in Europe, we didn't really have a hard game until we played Frankfurt. So we got to the quarterfinal, we beat Frankfurt, then we've got Bodo. Fortunately for us, they had two of their best players suspended, and we went there and beat them. And United were terrible, okay? And that could have gone either way. So he won a trophy.
A win is a win.
Would I have given him the start of the season? Maybe. I would not have gone for Thomas Frank, because Thomas Frank's, and I said this from day one, Thomas Frank's football is Allardyce football. Okay, it's Allardyce football. Yeah, it's very functional. It will work. I don't know if you guys like when Spurs played Brentford. At the end of the game, there was a little boy in one of the stands at Brentford, and he had, like, you know, those little gift bags. Yeah. And Frank ran over to him and picked up his gift, and because the guy was saying thank you. That's the place. That's the type of place that Frank can survive. Nice family, community club. Everyone knows everyone. At Spurs, no one's thanking you for when he said, "Oh, we've got to really worry about Brentford. They're dangerous." You're at Spurs now. We expect to beat Brentford. You can't go to Burnley and sit back on a 1-goal lead away from home. Yeah. Burnley. And that's the mentality of the guy. So Spurs' problem is the squad isn't great, but it should still be mid-table comfortably. It should still be comfortably mid-table. The problem is that successive managers are gassing these guys up far more than is required. If I look at that team, if we go down, let's have a look. Who are you going to take? Who would Liverpool take from that team?
We've got some shopping, man.
Van der Ven.
Would you? Maybe you take Van der Ven. Maybe you take
Van der Ven. We're taking him all day long.
You take Van der Ven.
Yeah, I'll take that boy as well, right? The boy they already left by, right? The Spence guy. I like him.
Spence. Okay, you take Spence. Spence is coming to sit. Spence is not better than Robertson or Kirkes. He's not a left back. He's a right back.
He's better than all the right back we've got right now.
Is he? I think you'll find what he's very, very good at is defending. If you want him to go forward,
is he injury prone?
No, he's not injury prone.
Well, that sells it for me.
He'll come to Liverpool. Frimpong wasn't injury prone. Never had injury before when he was at Leverkusen. Come to Liverpool, he's had three injuries.
He's a sprinter, and the game is intense. Premiership, and we all know that. And but the thing is, he's taking these guys, Frimpong, Viet, and Ekitike, too long for my liking for them to adapt. These guys can still not play proper 90 minutes, man. When it gets about 70, man, they are gassing, man, and they start hiding. And I've seen them. I've seen the body language. This is where Ekitike started doing some funny walks, man, after 70 minutes. You can.
It started to do back heels.
I'm telling you. He's doing some walking, right? I thought, this guy's in a fashion show or something, man. This is a football. This after 70
the German league.
The German league. Right? He is still struggling. He cannot sustain the pace for 90 minutes. So I don't really know. So that's a bit of a concern, because they should be playing 90 minutes. I mean, a proper. They've been that. Look, the season's nearly done. We've only got 9 games to go, and don't tell me they haven't acclimatized by now. They should have, but there's something.
Well, I put that down to the manager. Because the box stops. Yes, box stops with him, because at this stage of the season, he should not be gassing at 70 minutes. I mean, I can accept that in August, September. I'll even give him October, but not in March.
I'm telling you, the season is done, and they still gas.
So-
They can't do more than 70.
So
What's wrong?
I put that down to the manager. So you have to wonder what they do in training.
Well, the manager is actually in somewhere in Dubai. Apparently, he's DJing. Every time we have a bit of a 1 week off, man, the man goes and do some DJing. This is our manager, you know. Jesus Christ, this guy needs to go. I'm sorry, he needs to go.
Okay, so no one gave Spurs a chance.
Where do you get your news from, Sam? Where do you get your news
What are
from?
you talking about? Where did I get my news from?
The bloody
This man
Sun.
go DJing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
GB
I'm
News.
not making it up.
Oh, GB News. There you go. There you go.
He goes DJing. I'm telling you. Apparently, this guy is on the turntable.
Oh,
He's our own
man.
manager, man.
Let me
So
tell
I'm
you.
sorry.
You know what?
Oh no, the guy needs to go, man. I mean, you were
I'm
right.
giving
buddy.
up. I'm giving up on this season
The
anyway.
fitness-
Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong. It's just a
Right.
nonsense of a season.
Boris,
I can't wait till it's over. I'm telling you.
100% correct. When the manager cannot sort out his team, he kept going on about this is the first time he's got choice of players, and I'm thinking about this is when this against Galatasaray. Did you hear his interview? Because he had to bench his best mate, Gakpo. This is when he said he's got choice, right? I mean, Gakpo is not fit for purpose. We know that, and he brought in Viet. But the problem is, he's still got the old man Salah, the legend. He needs to go. Honestly, forget about what he's done in the past. This is not you are as good as your last game, and you know you guys have played the game. Boris, Neo, and Reggie, you've played the game. I'm not so sure Franco, probably you yourself as well, right? Because I haven't seen you play. But these other three guys here, I've seen them play, right? We've been in the battle together on the football pitch, right? You are as good as your last game. Salah has played 29 games, stinking the gaff up, right? And we're still thinking he might still produce. He ain't going to produce anything. He's not going to produce anything. Don't let us fool ourselves. Don't let us fool ourselves.
For me,
it's not going to improve.
For me, I think the first time that the manager dropped Salah, it was the right decision. He tried to change the system after that. So for us to get VS in that team, for him to play his proper role, we need to play Diamond. It's nothing. What we're playing right now, he's not going to do it. He needs to play the midfielders. He needs to play McAllister, Gravenberg, and Szoboszlai behind him and put VS at the tip of it. And he needs to play Ekitike. I don't even mind if Salah plays or not. If he plays, he can't play where he's playing. He has to play as a supporting striker. And then see how he does. If he doesn't do it, then you take him off on Gakpo or something. Because Gakpo actually played quite well playing up front the other day. You can't. So I blame the manager for the fact that I don't like the system he's playing. He went away from something that I thought was working when he was starting to play VS in his role. But because he has to accommodate Salah, he's changed the system. What I will say in his defense is when Salah came back from AFCON and Salah started to play, not playing that well, but the shape was good. He was holding his position, and we were actually starting to look well in attack. Even though Salah personally wasn't playing well, the balance was good. But Salah that I'm seeing in the last 2-3 matches has gone back to the Salah the way Salah was playing before he got dropped. He just doesn't seem to have any life left in him. He doesn't do anything. He can't take on a man. He can't pass. I mean, I feel sorry for him, to be honest. The man is a legend at the club, but he's really looking bad. He's looking, why does he have to get to this? Why does he have to get to this?
Lady Va, you can see it. Everybody can see it. That's Salah, but I guarantee you, against Spurs, Salah starts.
Yeah, he'll probably score against Spurs.
He'll start.
Yeah, and he'll probably score. I'm expecting him to score against Spurs.
You're as good as your last game. What do you think he does? What has he done in the last game? But that guarantees him he's going to start again.
Because you've got a manager. You've got a manager who he's not strong enough to drop him. You got this. I said this last week when we spoke. For Salah, see Son. Son was gone last season. He was dead. Right? He fell off a cliff. Okay, it just happens. Great players sometimes just fall off a cliff. And everyone, I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were talking about, when Trent was there and he used to knock those long balls over, and Salah would run onto them. He ain't got the legs to do that no more. So the only thing that should be left for him is his, like we've all played, your finishing should never go away from you. His finishing has gone. So if you take away the speed and then you take away the finishing, what you basically got is a passenger. So there's, even though I think Spurs will definitely lose on Sunday, if Spence plays, Spence will hold Salah quite well. Because the one thing that Spence is very, very good at is if he's got someone on his side who he thinks is like a decent player, he tends to kind of play one, like he likes to have the reputation of, oh, I stopped Saka or I stopped Salah. And Salah ain't going to run past him.
No.
He's not running past anyone. The only chance Salah has of scoring now is if something drops to him in the box and instinctively he just hits it. But the rest of his game, he's gone. So the reason you guys, in my opinion, are having a bad season, obviously you've had some injuries and everything else, but whenever I watch Liverpool, your moves go to die at Salah and Gakpo. Okay, your moves go to die there. Okay, because before there'll be some fluency where the ball will go to him, he's going to do something because the opposition are fearful of what he might do. Everyone backs off. People can move around that. There's no fear there anymore. There's no fear there. Now, unfortunately, you happen to be playing the worst team in the Premiership on Sunday. Okay,
But
so yeah.
But what you said there about the manager hasn't got the bottle to drop. He's done it once before. He's dropped him. So I'm thinking, well, you've done it once before. So what's the point? I mean, you've done it. If you hadn't done it before, I get it. But you've done it, so you could do it again.
Here's the thing.
He did it, but he was scared again to do it again. He didn't want what's happened because there's a baggage after when he did it. I don't think the managers want to do unless keep going the way we're doing.
Unless the people up top have kind of like come up with some sort of arrangement to say, do you know what, Salah's go play. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, but
done it once before. He could do it again. He might have just come from the top.
That's my point.
Go give it to the end of the season.
If Klopp was still there, Klopp had him on the bench. You're going to be an impact player for the last half an hour. And I don't care what the board says, you're staying on the bench because you can't run no more.
Well, Klopp had the power. Klopp was there for how long? 9 years. You know what I mean? He's established himself. You've got a new young manager. It's only been there, 18 months? It's a different dynamic.
But he's won the league. So that should buy you something.
And the Champions League. Well, what, this guy? Who?
Slot has won the league. It should buy you something. It should, but the problem is it isn't, and it only gets worse from here.
Well, but to be honest with you, it does. Sam, it does with the manage. It does with the management because let me tell you, the run we had. If Slot hadn't won, let's say that was his first season. The run we had where it was so bad, 9 matches and losing 6 or something, they would have sacked him.
They would have sacked him,
they would have. But the danger now, everybody needs to take this. You need to take this on board now. The danger now, I tell you, as much as I need to support my team, I want them to keep winning. And I'm telling you now, you don't. If the guy goes on and win the Champions League, right? You ain't sacking him. So that is where the problem lies. Someone don't win the Champions League, and you sack him.
No,
that performance yesterday.
I can't see that happening.
Well, I know, but I said if he
the
did,
thing is though,
you can't sack him.
I would actually say even if he wins the Champions League and the FA Cup, I still want him gone.
Nah, you can't sack him.
That's personal.
Seriously.
That is personal. That's a person. I don't know what it's done to you. That's personal.
If he wins both trophies and we somehow finish in the top 4, top 5, I still want him gone.
Because of the brand of football. I get you. The standard was there.
Listen, let me end with this.
Okay.
If you guys can just show us some mercy on Sunday. You know, goal difference could be a factor. You know, we can't afford too many goals to be conceded. So that's why I've said 3-0, because I think 3-0 is good for you, and it's just about acceptable for us. But any more, and you know that goal difference started. We're at -5 now. What
I'll take that, mate.
-10.
I'll take it.
-10 is a problem.
He'll be more than 3.
Okay. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys.
Ladies,
thank you. Bye.
Again.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.